Hey guys, this video is pretty late. It should have been up about 3 months ago. I sincerely apologize for that, and I thank you all for bearing with me. There will be a longer apology and explanation at the very end of the video, so please stay tuned until after the credits. Also, my narration was recorded when my nose was a bit congested, so sorry if I sound a bit off in some places. This review was requested by Tyler from the YouTube channel King Kuma, formerly known as Notorious TSC. He was one of the winners of that subscriber contest they held a few months ago, and before I actually review the episode, I need to say thank you. Seriously, thank you, Tyler. You could easily have asked me to review something terrible, but instead you requested a review of a charming, touching episode of a good show. And it's a good thing, too, because after the fiasco of animation at the intersection of homophobic bigots and well-intentioned idiocy, I really couldn't have handled anything worse than mediocre. Thanks for going easy on me, and thanks for putting up with me not getting videos up on time. Today's episode is from We Bare Bears, an unexpectedly charming show based on a webcomic. I say unexpectedly charming because when I first saw the advertisements for this show, it looked a bit, well, stupid. I mean, honestly, what moron at Cartoon Network thought Bear Stack was a good way to sell a show? Actually, the only thing which convinced me to give the show a chance was the fact that the theme song is sung by Estelle, and Estelle is awesome. Surely she wouldn't associate herself with garbage, would she? She did not. Lo and behold, the show is not garbage. It's actually pretty dang good. It's funny and genuine in a relatively unique way. And for the record, the theme song is excellent. Honestly, though, I should have expected it from the beginning. I mean, the creator, Daniel Chong, previously worked with both Pixar and Illumination, helping to make the highly successful movies Despicable Me 2 and Inside Out. Also, with a few exceptions, Teen Titans Go! Since 2013, Cartoon Network's content has been pretty good, the stupid commercials notwithstanding. So Cartoon Network, please stop advertising your show so poorly. It's bad enough when it happened with Steven Universe, and at this point, it's getting really annoying. Anyways, the episode I'm reviewing today, The Road, is a prequel of sorts to the rest of the show, so it has a slightly different tone from the other episodes. It's just as charming as the rest of the show, but in a slightly different way. It goes for more of a cute feel, so it's not entirely representative of the rest of the show. I'll have to review another episode at some point. Not that I have a problem with that. Well, let's get into the meat of things. By special request, let's take a look at The Road. The episode starts with the young bears in a box by the side of the road in a desert, trying to flag down someone to take them home. Right off the bat, this episode is brutally honest about its intentions. It's sort of like someone going up to you with a bowl of feels and saying, "Free samples!" I mean, just look at how adorable the bears are here. Okay, technically they still have the same character designs as they always do, just smaller, but listen to the voices.
Have we been picked up yet? Have we made it to Paris? No, Panda. We're not in Paris.
Honestly, this is just enough to make my heart melt. The first thing that happens is this hitchhiker dude showing up. The bears initially try to make him leave, but then he takes out a granola bar and shares it with them, so they decide to let him stay. Aw, that's so cute. He shares his granola with them, and in return, the bears let him stay with them in the box for the night. That is just adorable, and when the bears wake up the next morning, both the box and the hitchhiker are gone. There are some villains you just can't hate. Then there's this absolute Klein bottle. I don't think I've ever gone from liking a character to hating them so quickly. That hitchhiker is the worst. It's straight up the worst. So after taking out their anger in the most adorable way possible, the bears set out to find a new box. They eventually find a truck cargo station.
It's not a box, but it'll do.
The more I watch this episode, the more my heart becomes a mass of sugary syrup. Inside the station, the bears find boxes of every shape and size. After they play around for a bit, they find one box which they declare to be perfect. However, they can't agree on what sort of house to make with it, so they get into a fight which results in the box getting ruined. The bears decide to each build their own house, and they do so in a mesmerizing animated sequence. That reminds me, I know you guys can already see it, but the quality of the visuals here is phenomenal.
The animation is clean and smooth, while the art style has a character to it similar to a children's storybook. It's almost nostalgic in its charm, and it's a pleasure to look at. Dare I even say it, eye candy.
Flat screen.
What? How do you misspell fragile that badly?
Anyway, the lights turn out for the night, and the bears are starting to cool off from their earlier argument. Since the episode wants to fill my blood with even more sugar than it already has, we get a song. Yep.
Someday, we will be together again. Someday.
If this got any cuter, I think we'd achieve some sort of adorable singularity. Now, the song is not exactly going on my music playlist, but still. Oh, it's so cute!
So at this point, Grizz and Ice Bear decide to reconcile, but as they try to get to Panda, the conveyor belts turn on, collapsing Panda's house and trapping him in a box. We get a pretty entertaining chase sequence as the others try to free him. It ends with them all getting packed away with a pair of snow goggles.
What?
Oh, we scored a good box, man.
Well, episode over. They finally have a new box. No, seriously, that's the end of the episode.
Excuse me, I need to call my doctor. I don't think it's healthy for me to have this much of my heart be converted into gummy candy.
I have not seen something this cute in a long time. It's impressive how charming this show is. It's one of the most endearing slice-of-life shows I've ever seen. And this episode is so heart-meltingly cute that it's probably dangerous. I don't think it's quite as substantial as Tyler made it out to be, but it's still pretty good.
I give The Road 3 out of 4 stars. Oh, yes, hi Doc. I need to ask you a question about my heart being converted into sugar. I was wondering if that's healthy. So, why is this video so late? I mean, I promised it to be out around New Year's, and it's 3 months later, so what happened? Well, at around New Year's, I was still working on my Shazam review. If you recall, that was released at the end of December. That video should not have been released in December in the first place, because I started working on it in, like, September, so that video was also late. Now, my Shazam review took a while because, first of all, it was just a difficult episode to review, but also because I'm just consistently bad at time management. And I realized that. And you know what? Time management is about 90% of why this video was late. I promised this video would be out around New Year's, and that was back in October. So I was giving myself, like, over 2 months to work on it. But those 2 months were eaten up by my poor time management, and by the time New Year's rolled around, I had really not gotten even much done on the script, because I, for some reason, have a habit of not working on scripts until I'm done the current video. Yeah, that needs to change. Also, in December, I took a part in my school's spring musical, and that took up a lot of time, obviously, to work on that. And looking back on it, I didn't manage my time very well, because I should have spent some of that time also, you know, working on this. But by the time the musical was over, I'd only just barely finished the script, and I'd recorded all the footage except for what you're watching right now. So yeah, this footage is a month older than the rest of the video. It took me another month to actually edit everything together, and that's once again due to poor time management. During the musical, I kinda got behind on my schoolwork. Well, not kinda, I did. And I had to catch up on that. And that's taken me about a month. I'm still not caught up. And so this kind of fell by the wayside. So yeah, here we are, 5 months after I promised this video, 3 months after it was supposed to be out, and yeah, that's bad. And I need to fix that. I need to get better at this. And I'm gonna try to do that. But until then, all I can really do is apologize. This is not me attempting to excuse anything, this is just me attempting to provide you guys with an explanation because I feel like you all deserve that. So, yeah. Sorry to all of you, sorry to Tyler, thank you for bearing with me, and I'm gonna try my damnedest to do better.